like it still doesn't register that we get connected to some of the biggest franchises in the world, bro. And like you got people like Screen Rant and all these, bro. If you type in the Bros Geek Out Predator Badlands, everybody's using our quote on everywhere.
See,
We just got
so
another email now from Disney UK. It is moist. I'm not gonna lie.
what
I'm
did
not
Disney
gonna
say? What did they say? What did
lie.
they
They're
say?
just saying right now, quote approval for social reaction. And look, it's shout outs to Dan who shared that because that's why all of this is kicked off. So Dan is the director of Prey and Killers. Uh,
Yep.
and now he's directed Predator Badlands. So they're gonna. I've just given them approval to use our quote for the UK marketing. Oh, this is crazy, bro. Because it's like,
What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Brothers Geek Out podcast. The brothers are back. It's G-Man out here in Dubai. You got Kibbs. Join me in London. Before we
mhm.
get into it, podcast is sponsored by Cherish Click. See the magic, be the magic. Check the description for more. Man, I know we got short time, Kibbs. So we'll get straight into the news and all that sort of stuff. But what's been going on? You good though, in general?
Getting there, bro. It's loads going on at the moment. It's trying to keep up with everything at the moment. It's been full on. Other than that, I'm here. I'm breathing, bro. I'm breathing. Had to be humbled the other day. As much as it's piss taking, had to be humbled and kind of be like, you know what? There's people who ain't getting food. There's all sorts of shit going on at the moment. My situation ain't nothing. Uh, but yeah, other than that, all good, bro. All good. It's just when everything else, you feel like everything else is against you, but then you forget. Not forget, you know people are going through worse shit than we are. People are going
Mm.
through worse shit. I should be grateful for waking up every morning and, being with the family and kids. And even though it's a struggle to put food on the table, I'm still doing it. There are people who are not. So yeah, humbled myself. I think the night shifts are starting to get to me. It's coming up. It's 1 year now. I've been doing the evening shifts. I've never done night shifts. We did a couple when we used to work together in the pound shop back in Edmonton. We did a couple, but to do it like straight for 1 year, like literally, like makes me think. I'm reading Absolute Batman at the moment now, which is insane comic book. When you get the chance, uh, I think there's a paperback out for the first six, seven issues at the moment now, but it's so good, bro. Uh, but yeah, it gets me thinking, like, how does this guy has so much willpower to not let anything like what happened to his parents happen to him, to anybody else, sorry. That my guy is, there's weeks where he doesn't sleep, bro. How's this guy got the willpower to continue to do that, to be two steps ahead of everybody else, to uh, continuously have his body in shape and the rest of it? It's like, my God, if Batman can do it, this guy ain't got no superheroes. Why am I struggling for? You know what I mean? But the nights,
Well,
yeah, the
I mean,
nights.
I read a
I know.
stat or something somewhere that like if there was a real Batman that did exactly what he did, he'll be dead in like 2 days or something. So I mean, look, he's got a superpower. It is a superpower, which is the will and be able to push his body past limits and whatnot. But obviously, he's a fictional character. But it's like the
Yeah, no, no.
Punisher. It's just
Yeah,
that
same.
his
Yeah,
superpower is like not giving up. His superpower is that high tolerance to pain and all that
yeah,
sort
yeah.
of stuff. You know what I mean? And obviously, they have the strategic and the tactical side of things. But yeah, no, I get you. You can still use it as motivation. But now late nights are long, bro, and it does mess up your body clock and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. The timing, the sleeping, all that sort of stuff. It's tough, man. I don't know how you've gone back to that. But at least I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how you've gone back to that, man. It's a tough one. But
I mean, it's only because of life. It's looking after the kids. If I don't do it, we got to pay another mortgage to get them looked after. You know what I mean? Like
mm,
cost of. I think what takes the piss the most is the cost of uh childcare. Listen to this, bro. If my mortgage is let alone £1,400, yeah, to put my kids and have somebody look after them, it's close to 1,500 quid a month.
jeez, it's crazy.
If we did that full time,
Yeah.
but both people, two working parents, trying to keep up with that, there's no logistics or even actually enjoying any type of uh life if it goes on like that. So for now, it's something I have to do. I mean, Cherish Clicks, we're still working on it. It's still growing. we'll have it's what we know is a seasonal thing. So
Mm.
towards Christmas we'll have more, but it's a seasonal thing, it's a party thing, and the more we advertise, the better. But it's like at the moment now, it's like anybody trying to run anything, I would advise to try. There's no harm in trying. I think it's important that you try, but it's tough. It's not easy, and the government doesn't really help out in the situation as well. It's like, man, motherfuckers, just this is like we're back in the era of we've always been in that era, but it's like Robin Hood and the fucking sheriff of Nottingham, bro. Like that's the government right now. Like just eat off the poor, let them lose, let the rich continue. That's always been the circle, right? But I feel like as an adult, it's like shit. This shit has got even worse because it was different in dad's time. It's different in our time, and now we're more world aware about everything else, bro. You're like, shit. My taxes are paying for this shit, like Palestine, Sudan. You know, it's all coming out of our fucking tax money, bro. And then you got these politicians talking shit. Like, one thing has got me confirmed this year, and that probably has ruined a lot of people's lives this year, is the government, bro. This government is absolute shithole. It's like a comedy sketch show that happened. Like Spitting Image. Remember, they used to take the piss out of politicians and people in power and shit like that. It's like now it is actually Spitting Image. We're watching Spitting Image, bro. You got this Andrew Epstein's friend, uh, you know, Prince
The
of Shit
prince
or
or whatever,
whatever he is,
prince. Yeah,
Prince of Shit.
yeah.
He's lost his titles, Prince of Shit. Uh, like all of this shit that we used to watch in movies where they used to take the piss out of each other is finally coming true. And even the UK government at the moment, doesn't matter where you're going from, they're always finding things to like it's got worse. Like, somebody's not paying tax, somebody's not paying rental fees, somebody's got Budusi on their Netflix or something. Like it's jokes, bro. But other than that, before I was gonna rant, but I'm gonna keep it short. Yeah, we're getting by. We are getting by, bro. We are getting by, bro.
Yeah, yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you. It's the same. I mean, when I say it's the same thing. I have to humble, man. I just had a fucking moment. We were supposed to start this like an hour ago, and I just had a moment with work, and the whole week's been horrible with work, man. But
Mm,
again, it's good. It's just trying to humble myself, be grateful because my job is fine and I get paid decent, you know what I mean, to live a certain life and whatnot. So I can't complain. But part of me is just like, man, fuck this, man. But it's been a tough week. It's been tough couple months, and
yeah,
I don't want to get deep into it, but it's been tough. It's been really tough, man. So yeah, no, I hear you, man. I'm just trying to get back into routine. The first week when we got back to Dubai, it was horrible trying to get back into routine. My body just lose, man. Took a bad that flight is terrible because we land at 3 a.m. in Dubai.
mm,
By the time we get home, it's 5 a.m. Then you miss the whole night of sleep, and it just killed me for that week. And I ended up falling sick on that week. I haven't been, bro. I was so sick. I had to tell my team I can't work. I'd hardly do that, but I started having the shakes, joint aches, all that sort of. I went,
man.
and I knew in London, I live a very unhealthy life, right? I wake up at 5, I've log into work straight away, no exercise, no sunlight, no nothing, right? And then I eat unhealthily, all that sort of stuff. I'm not working out at
Yeah,
the
yeah,
moment. So I knew in London, man, if I this will get me sick, but when I get back to Dubai, I'll get back into routine. Bro, as soon as I got back to Dubai, the jet lag and all that shit kicked in, and that's it. I got sick, messed me up, man. But anyway, alhamdulillah, this week has been good. Back into routine, which has been great. I've started exercising a little bit, going back to swimming and stuff like that. Just doing the slow stuff because of my neck and whatnot. So that'll be my routine
mm,
for the next couple months. But yeah, back into routine and still got a lot of stuff to sort out here, but we're good. Work's just gonna be crazy, but I gotta be grateful for it and everything. But let's get into on the positive note. Let's get into it because I know we don't have time and everything. And yeah, let's get into the news and all that sort of stuff. So otherwise we can go ramble. I know normally we ramble and we go on for hours, and I would love to do that, but this week's been a flop because of my work and everything. So let's get straight into it. We don't have the longest list, but we've got a few things to talk about.
yeah, yeah. Let's go
But
for it, man.
let's start off with, unfortunately, always sad news, man. We've lost a few people and stuff, some legends, and some people that you're more familiar with than I am. So first of all, starting off with rest in peace Drew Struzan, who's famously
Struzan,
known for
Struzan, Struzan.
Suzanne, yeah, it's famously known for like poster, like doing like artwork and posters and stuff. I'll just read this off the Brothers Geek Out news, and then Kibbs, I'm sure you have a lot because I saw the book that you have and everything. But legendary poster artist Drew Suzanne has passed away at the age of 78. Passed away on October 13th, sorry, known for his iconic airbrush work and defined the looks of Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Back to the Future, E.T., Blade Runner. That list alone is bloody crazy, and many more. Schutzand's work shaped the visual identity of modern cinema. He battled Alzheimer's in his later years,
Yeah.
as confirmed by his wife, Darlan, who shared that he could no longer paint or sign fans. Just a quick tribute: Drew Struzan was more than a poster artist. He was a storyteller. His illustrations didn't just advertise films; they captured their and hope, hearts and hope. His talent brought to life the emotions of characters and the magic of worlds we all grew up loving. Thank you, Drew, for giving us the art behind the movies we idolize. I don't want to say the word idolize, but admire, should I say. Your legacy lives on in every poster that still stops us in our tracks. So that was a little tribute that we put on the Brothers Geek Out. Kibler, again, I know you're more familiar with him, so please, like, go ahead, man.
Nah, man. Drew is. Listen, man, we saw his work from when he did like The Thing and Big Trouble in Little China and Back to the Future and all those great movies. Like the catalog is massive, and I've got several books. And lucky enough, his wife before he started suffering uh, Alzheimer's. Hold up, let me see if I can find it. Yes, hold on. I think so. Hold on. Let me find it because I feel like it's a great tribute to an amazing artist. Can you hear me still, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, cool. All right, because the microphone's not working. The microphone's not working still. Logitech, you lose, man.
Oh,
Uh,
Luz.
but hopefully it sounds clear with this. But hold up, guys. Let me find it because it's such a beautiful piece, and uh, it's an absolute privilege. And basically, his wife, before he started suffering Alzheimer's, she did a collaboration with a company called Galaxy Galleries in the States. And I was lucky enough to grab one of these LPs with his artwork
Oh, sick.
and his signature. He signed it.
Put it in the camera. Yeah. Oh, wow, wicked.
Yeah, there you go.
That's legendary. Well, it's
Oh,
still a bit
basic. You
blurry,
can't see
but
it.
yeah. There you go. There you
There
go.
you
There you
go.
go. Yeah, awesome. That's amazing.
So that's one of the art pieces that he did, and this is the LP, the soundtrack for Back to the Future. So I was lucky enough to get that, and it's like one of those pieces, like for me, if there was people that I got to meet, would have been Jack Kirby, it would have been Drew Struzan, it would have been Stanley, and I never got to meet any of those. But Drew would have been, he was doing conventions. Like if we ever went to like New York or San Diego Comic Con, we would have had the chance to get to meet him in person. But an amazing artist. It's not that, bro. That guy went from doing advertising campaigns to music albums to doing movie, cinema posters. A mix, a medium of artwork that he used to use. I mean, airbrushing, pencils, paint, just amazing. There's a documentary on YouTube about him, which was, I can't remember, a couple of years ago. But here's a guy who draws from memory, bro.
Amazing.
He'll use picture references, but he never actually had most of the actors in front of him. He never really met Harrison Ford. He's been drawing Harrison Ford for yonks, bro, for centuries, I swear. He never met him until, the recent one that came out. And I was like, what the hell? Like 40 years, you could have been drawing this guy's picture. Never met him. Same thing with like the Back to the Future cast. He used photo references to do the pieces, but he just like you see the documentary, you see him do his artwork, and you're like, it's a true master of his craft, bro. Like and being able to express in his own way. So definitely rest in peace to an amazing artist. Yeah, again, he's legend. This guy. Look at how many he's inspired so many artists that have come along that because of his posters they wanted to become poster makers. You know what I mean? So definitely, absolutely amazing.
No, amazing. Man, cool, nice tribute, man. Well, rest in peace and condolences to his family. Another one. moving on, sorry. Another bit of sad news. We lost D'Angelo, man, an artist. This was a shocker because he was very young as well. An artist,
51,
this
52.
51, yeah.
That is
And
insane, bro.
yeah, prolonged battle with cancer, man. Freaking hell. It's
Bloody
crazy.
hell,
Yeah, so
man.
legendary neo soul artist D'Angelo Michael Eugene Archer has passed away at the age of 51 after a prolonged battle with cancer. From his breakthrough Brown Sugar 1995 to acclaim Voodoo 2000 and Black Messiah 2014, D'Angelo reshaped R&B and so with his new emotional and musical innovation. His family said the shining star of our family has dimmed his light for us in this life. After a prolonged and courageous battle with cancer, we are heartbroken, but extremely grateful for the legacy of extraordinarily moving music he leaves behind. A little tribute that we put down was D'Angelo's voice was more than music. It was a bridge between past and present, pain and hope, soul and sincerity. He dared to be bare his vulnerabilities and restore musical emotional heart. His legacy isn't just in the hints, but in the hits, but in the hearts he touched, the artists he inspired, and the solance he offered through sound. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace, D'Angelo. You know what's crazy? As bad as it's like, not bad as it sounds, but the one thing I remember from D'Angelo, I can't remember what tune it was, but there was this music video where he was topless and he had the V thing going down to his, and he was just so noticeable. He was just like this ripped dude, bro. And I just remember that visual, as bad as it sounds.
That's
No,
a good
no, no.
track though. It is a good
It's a,
track. But yeah, my guy was cut, bros. Amazing artist, bro. Amazing soul artist as well. Like some of his music. I mean, bro, me and Duat grew up at that thing, bros. That's
right.
Duat. Duat wish he was D'Angelo. You know what I mean? Sorry, D. Uh, that's like. But his music was amazing, bro. Like that's a beautiful voice. Uh, and creative to an industry that is no longer the same no more, bro. Nobody has that type of voice. Nobody uh has that type of music. Like it's insane, bro. Insane. It's not 51, man. I'm not even too far off that, bro. That's
I
crazy.
know. I
That's
know.
crazy. And the thing is, again, but we didn't know about it, but here's a brother suffering in silence or just not letting people know. And I suppose there's a respect in that. I'm starting to learn. There's a respect in that. I'm fighting. People always using, I'm going for this. I'm going for that. I'm losing. I'm losing. Uh, where you got brothers like Chadwick Boseman, D'Angelo, not even saying a word, bro, and just going, hoping they leave a great legacy behind. And I think that's important. Like it's nice that your family and friends know what you're going through. Uh, and then you realize, when you're in the public eye, you could get scrutinized for certain things, but they've
Mm,
just kept silent and like, I'm gonna go, but I've got my family close to me. I find that quite honorable in some sort of way because nobody knew
yeah.
D'Angelo was suffering, you know what I mean? But now to hear that, it's like my guy was. It sometimes feel like, I mean, as a consumer, we're like, oh, we need to know everything. What's going on, man? Tell me, please, please. But I find some respect in that, man, and I think that's why Chadwick hurt hurt so much more. And even D'Angelo, I had a Haroon on the podcast recently. Again, we had another conversation regarding, autism, dyslexia, and neurodivergence. And he's a big fan of D'Angelo. And he shed a tear because his music meant so much during that era of time of us growing up. So, uh, rest in power, dude. Rest in power. Rest in power. It's
Definitely,
just too
man.
young, bro. Just way too young.
Yeah. I mean, look, of course, I think especially when you're in the public eye, everyone expects that you tell them everything and whatnot. And in this day and age where you can just put a tweet out and it just goes around the whole world and everything's easy to do. But when it's something as personal as that, it can't get as personal as that. You keep that with, then people keep it with their families and stuff like that. And that's what's most important, you know what I mean? Because you want to spend that moment, you want to spend that time with your family and those last bits with your family, not with, of course, with your fans and all that stuff. But when it comes down to that last bit, it's always going to be family, man. So you rest in peace,
No,
D'Angelo.
100%.
Last one, another young death. Rest in peace, Duke Rufus, who's a legendary kickboxer, man, and a great MMA coach. So obviously more in my world or whatnot, and he's coached people, superstars like Anthony Pettis and stuff like that. So it's been absolutely amazing, man. I mean, Jeffrey Ryan, Duke Rufus, February, passed away at the age of 55. Has sadly passed away, known as one of North America's most respected striking coaches and the head of Rufus Sport MMA Academy in Milwaukee, Winkelson. Sorry, if that's the place. Duke played a major role in shaping modern MMA. A decorated kickboxer, Rufus transitioned into a coach and a mentor mentoring countless world class fighters, including Anthony Pettis, Tyron Woodley, Ben Askren, Sergio Pettis. These are names that are familiar with in my world,
Mm.
man. All UFC fighters. They fought in Bellator, won championship. Champion Tyron Woodley was a champion. Anthony Pettis was a UFC champion. His influence extended beyond the gym. Duke Rufus changed the way fighters approach the striking, timing, and composure in the cage. Um, the MMA and combat sports community are paying tribute to his legacy, remembering him as a pioneer, mentor, and a man who lived for the sport. Yeah, absolutely amazing. I think his brother also, I can't remember his name. I think it was him and his brother. They went to like leg kicks. This was before leg kicks came into play, and they went to Thailand to have some fights. They were kicking the shit out of everyone out here, and they fought someone in Thailand. I can't remember what it is. And then this Thai dude, like basically was just leg kicking the shit out of him, and that's when they were like, "Holy shit, we need to consider leg kicks." And that's when in I guess in American kickboxing it became a thing where it's like, damn, we need to consider leg kicks in this game or whatnot. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, rest in peace. I mean, he's so young as well. He's a great coach. And I feel for, I know Anthony Pettis was just by his side. That was one of his main dudes and everything. So it must be just tough to thing. And again, 55 is just such a young age, but just such a decorated kickboxer and just, helping grow in the sport of MMA, having that open mind where it's like, coming from a kickboxing background to adapt it to MMA and the MMA way of fighting, just help grew the sport, man, and just built some great champions. Just rest in peace, Duke Rufus, man.
No, rest in peace, man. I mean, I don't know much about again uh this martial artist, so rest in power. Uh yeah, man, rest in power, man. We lost some great ones. I swear, man. It's crazy. It's insane.
Yeah,
We're coming to
yeah,
that
yeah.
age, bro. We're coming to that age, bro.
Trust me, trust me. Okay. Look, let's move on. Let's move on. We haven't got much time today, man. But let's move on. So you were invited. So it was the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future, and you were invited to a screening yesterday, which you said unfortunately you couldn't make it because of the shitty London transport or something, man. But it is the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future, and I know we're both huge fans, but obviously you're a massive fan of the franchise. It must have been gutting that you couldn't make that screening of the 40th anniversary, which I would have been crying just because of that
Trust
opportunity
me,
just
bro.
to
Trust
see
me.
on a big screen. Yeah.
Trust me. Listen, I'm not even going to talk about the longness. I was on a train for 3 hours. I've never been stuck on a train. On a train, bro, for 3 hours. No seat. The train is packed. It's peak time. Everybody's trying to get home. You can imagine tensions were high. Negativity was insane. The driver would have got beats, bro. Uh, what can you do? I mean, luckily, you know what? Shout outs to the PR company, shout outs to Universal UK. They were really understanding. They understood that there was like, issues on the trains and stuff like that. I'm still gonna catch it this weekend. I'm gonna take Ash and Yak. We're gonna go to the cinema. We're gonna
It's in
still go watch
cinema.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone
so
should
go
know that
catch it,
it's
guys.
out
The
in
40th
cinema. Yeah.
anniversary. Very, very exciting. 40 years, bro, which is crazy. Of a movie that
Wow.
I
I was
absolutely
born
love and
my
adore. Yeah,
my
you're
my birthday.
1985 guy. Yeah.
1985 guy, man. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's crazy, bro. It's crazy that the film has gone on this long, this much legacy. And, I got this untold love for this movie. I don't know what it is, but it brought out creativity. I love time travel. I love science fiction. There's comedy. This movie's got a bit of everything in it. Tension, and it still grabs that craziness, that attention is still there. This doesn't matter in what way you're watching it. I would have loved to have been there, bro, man. Gutted. I'm seeing other people's posts and I'm like, oh, I should have been there. But
Uh,
grateful I got home safe because it was 3 hours on a train. Then there's no trains going home because the tracks were mash up. It was signal failure. I'm in the middle of nowhere, bro. I've never been. Have you ever heard of Lee Bridge? No
no.
idea where that is, bro. Man had to find the next route home. Took me 2 hours to get home after. and it was London was chaos, bro. London was chaos. Uh, but anyway,
Yeah.
I
No,
was home
gratefully
safe,
made it home.
and I
But
get to and I get I'll enjoy it still on the big screen. I'm gonna watch it on IMAX with Ash and Yaku, but they're excited to watch it as well. So we're gonna go do that. Uh, but over the weekend, guys, well, probably when you get to Monday, you've still got a couple of days to go catch it in cinema. Go watch it. I mean, I'm lucky enough. I've seen it a couple of times in cinema, so I'm really grateful for that. But I have never seen it on IMAX, so I want to see it on IMAX, fully take it on, go enjoy it. Like it's a great film. It's one of those movies that you could watch from the middle, the end, the beginning, and still enjoy it. It's a quotable movie as well. Shout out to Rob Ayling, who did take some photos. He was my plus one, which I shared on the Brothers Geek Out podcast. He ended up covering the rest of the event for us because I couldn't make it. But dude, again, thank you for your patience. I know you was gutted for me, but I'm glad that you got in. And shout out to the PR company as well, Universal Studios. Thank you so much. You know, I wanted to be there. You know, I wanted to be there. But just because of circumstances, it was totally out of my control. But yeah, there we go. That's Back to the
yeah.
Future.
Back to the Future, guys, check it out. You got access to check that movie. If you haven't seen that movie, where the hell have you been? But yeah, such a classic. Yeah, awesome, bro. All right, cool. All right, let's move on to the next screening that you went to, or the premiere, should I say, Predator Badlands, which you had opportunity to go to the premiere, and I just got invited to the screening, actually, the premiere in Dubai, which
Nice.
is on Tuesday next week. So I'll watch it, and maybe next Friday we'll do a review since it's new and we both
Yes.
had a chance to watch it. So we'll do a full-on review for that one next week. And it'll probably be out the week later. But anyway, yeah. So, bro, tell us about the premiere. Tell us about the movie. Our quote got it's going to be used globally for all of the promotion and everything, which is crazy.
We just got
So,
another email now from Disney UK. It is moist. I'm not gonna lie.
what
I'm
did
not
Disney
gonna
say? What did they say? What did
lie.
they
They're
say?
just saying right now, quote approval for social reaction. And look, it shout outs to Dan who shared that because that's why all of this is kicked off. So Dan is the director of Prey and Killers. Uh,
Yep.
and now he's directed Predator Badlands. So they're gonna. I've just given them approval to use our quote for the UK marketing. Oh, this is crazy, bro. Because it's like it still doesn't register that we get connected to some of the biggest franchises in the world, bro. And like you got people like Screen Rant and all these, bro. If you type in the Bros Geek Out Predator Badlands, everybody's using our quote on everywhere.
Shit.
Now we have got
Facts.
hate for it. We have got hate.
Yeah, ignore
Okay.
that. I've ignored that. I've seen a few things on the YouTube channel and whatnot. I ignore that shit.
Yeah, same here, same here. But it's funny because it's like I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. Positive. Listen, got to go to it's the UK premiere basically. It's a special screen in the UK. We were the first people to watch it in the world. I love that. When you hear that, you're the first people to watch it in the world. That gives me so much joy, so much honor, so much privilege to be able to that. We started this podcast on a whim, bro. Yeah, we
Yeah.
started this podcast on a whim. We've been doing it for coming up to 10 years almost now, yeah? The fact that beginning of the year, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was thinking, you know what, I don't know what's going on at the moment. I'm finding it very hard, overwhelming. And then you took over a lot of things, which has made the podcast grow on YouTube, and you do the editing now, and I do my part for socials, which has kind of really helped. And you kind of have want to have a focus of where you want to go with this. But we got to go to this premiere. You had the director Dan. I can't pronounce his surname. I'm not even going to say that. Ella Femin, and then again the actor who plays Dex in as the Predator. Man, you got a long name, but you looked like a beautiful man, bro. So Dimitri, I know your first name. And yeah, bro, watch it on IMAX. Uh, Listen, my quote is exactly what I meant it is. Doesn't mean the movie's perfect. Yeah. Everybody, like it's just the quote. It's the reaction I got when I came out of the cinema. Of course, we're going to do a deep dive on this, and of course, we're going to talk about it. But it's a good, fun movie. Like I had a really good time. It's different to what I expected it to be, but that's because we're following the Predator now. We're
Mm.
following the Predator now. And after Killer of Killers, you're like, hey, excuse me, I want to know more. I think Dan has taken this movie into this franchise into a different direction. The direction needs to go science fiction, bro. Science fiction. Like I feel like it's different. That's all I can say. Great
Mm.
time, bro. Great movie. You're gonna have fun. Let me know your thoughts after. Again, Friday we'll jump into a deep dive. Shout outs to Disney, shout outs to 20th Century Fox, all the shout outs. But very privileged, bro. Very privileged because we're seeing our stuff. It's crazy. You got people like John Campier and other people talking about our first reactions, which is amazing. And I think I was as honest as I can be in that review because don't get me wrong, I still get excited about watching these films. And as much as people say we're critics, uh, I'm a fan. I'll always be a fan. I'm always going to be fan forward. I'm not going to be a negative guy and say this movie is shit. Like, could you imagine Predator Badlands shit? Like, it doesn't work like that because I'm not that type of person. Like, there are people in this world that are uh, in it, not in it because they don't love it. I know this for a fact. Guys, you are not in it because you don't love it. You are in it because you want to be famous or insta famous or all the rest of it. I'll tell you straight up, that shit ain't gonna do nothing. Because to be honest, like, even though it's an honor, this quote will be forgotten later on in the future.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. People are not gonna remember the Bros Geek Out. Yeah. My kids, nieces, nephews, our next generation will remember. That's my reason, bro. That's my reason. Because they'd be like, oh man, look what Sasa did, man. You know, look what they did. That's what it's for. That's yes, I love the like I'm gonna have a poster. We're gonna have a wall with all of our quotes on it.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
man.
for me, man. It's for me. It's for me. It's not for the masses. Malcolm X said it. It's not for the masses. If it can connect with the one person, that's all it needs to be done. You know what I mean? And thank you to people that have supported the Bros Geek Out. And thank you so much for all the lovely messages that you do send. Bro, we get some amazing messages, you know what I mean? I've had some
Mm.
amazing guests on as well that always praise us for what we do. So yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy
Yeah,
it, bro.
testament to hard work, man. Testament to hard and consistent. It's not easy, man. I've always said this, man. And I was talking to a friend in the UK. He does a podcast about theatre shows, and he's like, "How's the podcast?" Like, it's great, man. It's just very hard to keep up because we do keep up every freaking week, and people it takes so much time. I got, you know what I mean? There's just so much to it, but it's the consistency of hard work and passion. And like you said, like we're fans of it. You know what I mean? That's why I always have a bit of an issue, and maybe I should just forget it, and I should do it. But when they just when you just get these massive influencers who've got massive followings to come to these movies who have no idea nothing about the movies, they don't care about the movies, but they're just there because they got the following, and they'll just put a little fake quote saying, "Oh, I was here and the movie was great," and that's it. You know, I have a bit of a problem with that compared to a fan who watched the first Predator and watched, you know, the second one and so on and whatnot. And yes, I could follow the journey and be like, okay, Predator 1 and 2, especially 1 was so awesome because you just had no idea what the hell it was. And that's just awesome. And I loved that, right? But then every Predator movie that came out after that, number 2 was pretty good. But it was always that same thing. You don't know nothing about the Predator, he comes out of nowhere, which is great. And sometimes I don't think you need to know, in most cases, actually. But then it
We
just got to
don't.
a
We
point,
don't.
but this is getting worn out now. Let's think of something else, which is where I feel like these movies are starting to, especially from Killer of Killer, it starts to give us a bit of their side of the story. Like where these come, like yes, to us humans, these predators are just predators. They're violent. They kill people for no reason. They kill things for no reason. But to their side, there's a whole race there, which they have their own honors and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, I'm interested to see where this takes the movie and just this perspective. And listen, Predator, Prey was amazing, and then what do you call it? Yeah, Killer of Killer was amazing. So, in a way, I am expecting decent things from this movie, and I'm looking forward to watching it, man. So we're gonna go to the premiere. I've invited Mabs as well because Miss is not on it. Obviously, she's not on this one. So I told Mabs, if you're on it. So it's in Dubai Mall. So we're gonna go hit it up on Tuesday. I'm really looking forward to watching it. Hopefully, Mabs doesn't let me down and he shows up. Otherwise, I'll do solo games. But very looking forward to it, and I'm grateful that I've been invited as well, which is awesome. So yeah, that's put it at Badlands, guys.
Is that
Stay
our
tuned for
first 20th century with Dubai acting?
it is. It is. Obviously, they're a part of Disney and all that sort of stuff now. But yes, it is. I believe so. Yeah, it's the first one they invited us to. So
Is it the
I reached
usual
out to.
person?
It
Oh,
is. So I reached out. I mean, they didn't I have that person I thought blanked me. So I just thought, ah, let me just send another message because they blanked my last message about the movie before. I can't remember what it was. And then
Fantastic Four.
yeah, that's it. That's it. And then yeah, I just messaged them and they were like, yeah, here's the invite. I was like, awesome. There was no like back and forth. It's just like, yeah, here's the invite for Tuesday. So I'll keep in touch and for 20th century and all that sort of stuff.
Cool.
But yeah,
All right,
yeah.
let's go. Let's do this, bro.
Yeah, so all right, let's move on. Some reviews and stuff like that. So Alice in Borderland 3, I watched that when I was in
Mm,
London, which was pretty awesome. Well, when I say pretty awesome, my first reaction is like they shouldn't have made a part three. I do think the concept of that show and well, the coincidence of every time I'm in London, this season comes out, which is great. So I could watch it with Ash and watch it together. I don't think they should have made it in season three. I think the concept of the show was pretty great. It had that kind of that almost like Squid Games game type of theme or whatnot. But the way season two finished was which was kind of pretty awesome. They were all kind of in a coma. It was that world between life and death, and they were kind of playing a game there. And if you survive that, you survive in a coma, basically, sort of thing, right? And I thought that was a
mm,
great way to end season two. And then season three comes in, and you're like, oh man, this it just didn't hit. The things that hit was the game and the suspense of the games and the funness of the games and all that sort of stuff. That was
mm,
pretty awesome. But what didn't hit was like just bringing it back, and all these guys want to go back into they want to bring people into the land between life and death, especially the main two characters who survived the first two seasons. Now they specifically want to go into that land. I mean, the girl, I think her name was Atsu, or maybe I messed up her name, but she wanted to go in to kind of find her father, and there was this whole thing there with her father, and obviously the husband went in to find her, and I was just kind of like, man, all right, the reasonings to go into this whole area between life and death, it doesn't hit. But when you're in there and then the whole survival kicks in, it's like, all right, this part is fun and entertaining and all that sort of stuff and very intense. But the whole purpose of getting in there just didn't hit as much, man. So I hope they finish it, man. They should have finished that season two, but I hope they finish it.
mm.
But decent watch, I guess. If you follow the franchise, go ahead and finish off Alice in Borderland season three. Um, all right, cool. Let's move on. Caught Stealing. I watched that movie, man. Caught Stealing with
Oh, Austin Butler
yeah,
and Zoe Kravitz.
yeah. Very interesting movie. When I say interesting, it just it took a turn, and it had this kind of like dark humor,
Yeah.
gangster sort of vibe to it. And then you're like, but some parts of the movie had me questioning his character and stuff like that. I mean, look, he was this dude who's gone through like PTSD. He was like he was ex sort of baseball player, supposed to be something, and then had an accident, drink driving, had an accident, all went downhill. And then it just kind of stemmed from there to being around the wrong crowds, alcohol, addiction with that, I mean, just completely taking your life downhill because of an accident and stuff like that. But his character, I was like, he's very calm in this movie. Like
Mm,
I don't want to spoil it, but things happen and he's very calm, and I'm like, man, I would beat the shit out of this person for getting me involved in this sort of stuff. Like I would, but he's just very calm about it. And there were some parts where I was like, again, I don't want to spoil it, but it's like, how come he's not reacting in a normal way that a normal person would be reacting if this situation happened? Um,
I need to
anyway,
watch it. Yeah.
it was actually really good, great cast. He's really awesome. He's actually really awesome as an actor and everything. Um, but yeah, I really enjoyed the movie, and it just kind of takes these different twists and turns, and just again, I feel like when it goes back to him, it's just like when life hits you down, it's not how hard you get hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. And if you allow
Mm,
yourself to just stay down, that's when shit's just gonna get worse and worse and worse. And if you
mm,
do get on the drugs, if you do get on the alcohol, and you do, because of like where your life should have been and it didn't work out to where to where you want it to be, like it's not about giving up, you know what I mean? And I'm making the movie sound like it was this emotional journey downwards, but again, his character in the movie and the way he played it was kind of like almost up, almost uplifting, kind of positive. But it does have the
mm.
flashbacks where it just shows like, yeah, he's here because of what happened there, but he never allowed himself to get back up. But yeah, it kind of goes through that, man. And I think this journey through this movie or what happens kind of makes him like get back up there a little bit, which is interesting in
Okay.
a different way. Yeah, in a different. I'm not going to sit and say to you it's one of those emotional type of inspiring movies because it doesn't portray itself as that. But when you come to the end of it, it's like, okay, yeah, I see where I see the take that you've taken. But yeah, interesting, cool movie. So, all right. Um, cool. Before I move on, was there any other movies or review shows that you wanted to kind of talk about before I just quickly go through the news?
I watched The Negotiator the other day, which I popped up a review on our pages. Uh, what a bad boy film, man. I mean, F Kevin Spacey and all the shit he's done. I have to separate the art from the fool he is. Samuel L. Jackson, bro, The Negotiator, because Dad used to love that movie, and I was like, it's on Netflix, let me watch it. 25 years later, still holds down very well, bro. Very well. And Sam's performance in there is brilliant. There are some cheesy moments, but they do not make crime thriller movies like this anymore. I swear. We get documentaries which are crime thriller and they're good. We don't get movies like this no more. I feel like the that era of movie making where they had those crime thrillers out, man, give me more of those, man. I'm like I'm enjoying 90s movies again, which is good, but that's on a whim, you know what I mean? So yeah, Negotiator, man. A 90s classic came out 25 years ago, which is crazy, man. That makes me feel
Wow.
old, very old, very old. But yeah, check it out. If you haven't seen The Negotiator with Sam Jackson, check it out. It's a really great. He plays like this top cop negotiator that ends up being framed for murder for killing his partner, and then all sorts of shit kick off. So hopefully that's a good synopsis. He takes hostages to prove his innocence and yeah, all sorts of shit happens. And it's a grounded story. There's no CGI, there's no big action scenes. There's just good performances, creative writing, and two actors that go head to head very well. As much as I don't like what that guy's done, he's good in the role.
Yeah, yeah.
There
I,
you
I
go.
haven't seen that in ages. I saw your review and I was like, oh man, you're right. So that was a great movie. I remember watching that and whatnot from back
Yeah,
in the day.
man.
So
Very good
looking,
film. Very good
I
film.
haven't seen it in age. Maybe if I have time, I'll catch it. But there's just no bandwidth to be honest with you. But
Yeah, yeah, I don't
great,
blame
great
you.
movie. Cool. I like your little your little reviews that you're doing. Keep them up based on something. I mean, listen, you're great at doing those reviews and articulate them in great ways. I need 50 minutes to be like, and you know that part, I like that part. You know, like I'm just basic at that stuff. So you're good at that stuff. Like some of those other content creators who can do that stuff, you got that ability. I don't have that. I need a cup of tea and I need an hour to talk about how. And I'm like, oh yeah, remember that part? I like that. That's me. That's my style. All right, cool, man. Well, look, I'm watching
You
a
took
few
the
things
beard off,
now
man. I
here.
just realized you took the beard off.
I did, bro. I took it all off, man. I
You look
needed it.
younger again. You look
I know,
younger.
I know, I know, I know. I had a little
The
trim.
beard
I
did
didn't
make you
like it.
look older.
I didn't miss it. I miss it actually, man. I was like, oh man.
Because
So I'm gonna
you
grow this
play
back
with
a
it,
bit
innit?
more. Yeah, and it just added character. When I took it off, my chin looked like this. I was like, man, where's my chin, bro? Like I thought I had a small chin. I look weird, man. But I'm gonna grow it back a little bit more. But I just,
Yeah.
I was telling people I like to change my style, man. If you go through my Facebook and don't do it because it's embarrassing, but man, I've had styles, bro, because creativity, man. Maybe that's a part of creativity. You just try shit, and when you look
It
back, you
is.
cringe. But
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
100%, 100%. I go through my era of Capone and Noriega and that army outfit, and I'm like, it scares me. I still drops though. It still drops.
Yeah,
I'd wear
still
that now.
dropped. Yeah, definitely.
All
All
right.
right. Well, look, I know you gotta go pray, so I'm gonna brush through the news. So,
Mm.
guys, there's a portion of the news that could go through. So, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse release date has moved up to June 18th,
We're
2027.
not getting this movie.
It's gonna, yeah, it's a long
We
time,
ain't
man.
getting this movie, bro. We ain't getting this movie.
I'm looking forward to it. They're keeping us anticipated, and I am looking
Mm.
forward to that one, man. Um, Another one, hip hop legends. The legend has it. Hip hop, Marvel and hip hop collaborate, man, and create a tribute comic, which I know you've been posting about. They were at MCM Comic Con. I mean, listen, hip hop, especially in New York and whatnot, has always quoted comic
Yeah,
books,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
My favorite rapper, Big Punisher, his intro, like he got his name from the Punisher, man. His intro is all comic book, man. Like referencing the Punisher, you got Wu-Tang, referencing thing, you Exhibit, Nas, all of these guys, man. So the fact that these hip hop legends are in their own comic, I mean, it's absolutely amazing. I do think Wu-Tang should have been in it, and I do think Pun should have been in it. So that's my only criticism, and I hope they do more seasons and add those guys because the guy's name is literally the Punisher from the
Mm.
Punisher. So please add him in there. But yeah, like that's gonna be pretty awesome.
I'm looking forward to it, bro. Very, very looking forward to it. I'm looking at the prices right now, yeah. You bastards, man. You bastards. It's not out in the UK yet. People have pre-ordered it from the States. But you're looking at £130 for issue one.
Oh damn. That's ridiculous. Well, not ridiculous, but
Anyway,
it's a
but great
tough
thing.
one.
New York Comic Con, bro, not MCM Comic Con.
Oh, sorry, New York Comic Con. Yeah, did I say?
Yeah.
I swear it's New York. I'm pretty sure.
Nah,
Anyway,
man, he said MCM.
Lewis. All right, guys, that's gonna be pretty cool though. So keep an eye
Yes,
on
it
that
will
one.
be. I
All
think
right.
I'm gonna end up getting the paperback instead of the issues because I'm not paying no £200 for an issue one, bro.
That is it's tough, man. Unless you got the money, man, it's a bit of a tough one to commit to. Um,
Very tough, bro. 200.
I want it. I
Uh,
want them too. Like, don't get me wrong. I haven't been to the comic book shop in ages. I told you the reason why a while back. So I haven't been. I've been trying to look online to get these comics. There's new Punisher Red Band comics out. I want this
yeah, yeah,
one,
that's right.
all this sort of stuff. But just haven't had I can't find a good source and whatnot. And maybe I got to suck it up and go back to that comic book shop, or maybe I just wait for when they do the graphic novels or whatnot, which is better. Just have it all the issues in one. But anyway. Talking about comic books, Marvel and DC's collaboration continues, man. So obviously the Batman and Deadpool one has already released, but DC and Marvel reunite. New crossover coming in 2026, 50 years after Superman and Spider-Man teamed up, man. It's official. It's perfectly timed with the 50th anniversary of Superman versus the Amazing Spider-Man. The two legendary comic book giants are reviving their cross company collaboration in 2026. Beginning of in about January, fans can expect a lineup of new reprinted crossover comics celebrating shared history between both of the universes and introducing bold modern stories that push superhero storytelling into new era. I think the first one came out between their crossover in 1976. Um, what we're expecting is new storylines plus reprints of the edition of the original one, and then it's a historical moment, man. So that's pretty awesome. Those two collaborating, which is awesome. I always thought they never. I mean, Spider-Man is obviously I think more the face of Marvel than Captain America is, because I would have thought Cap and Superman would have aligned, but obviously not. It's more like Spider-Man, but I guess he's the one who resonates. Like Marvel's, I guess he's the face of Marvel more than Cap in a way. But yeah, that's one to look forward to, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
yep. All right. This one is a fun one. Where are we? By the way, guys, I'm reading off the Brothers Geek Out news, man. So
Make sure
check
you
that
check it
out
out.
on
Go to the
YouTube.
community page on YouTube.
Definitely check that one out. All right. Peacemaker 2 soundtrack on vinyl announced. You can pre-order it now. James Gunn's announced that. Creators, collectors, and comic book fans, here's one for you to add to your wish list. James Gunn has revealed the vinyl soundtrack edition of Peacemaker 2, now available for pre-order via Mutant Records in collaboration with Water Music. Excuse me. Water Tower Music. Key details. The album features a track curated by Gunn, including new season opener "Oh Lord" by Foxy Shazam,
Hmm.
multiple exclusive color vinyls variants, one ultra limited variant that is capped at 500 units. Digital versions are already live. Vinyl shipping is scheduled for mid December, so it could be a good holiday Christmas present for people. Don't miss out. The release celebrates a wild tone of Peacemaker and fuses collectors, cultures, and rock music. Look, James Gunn is as well as the go at movie making and character building. He's also the go at bringing in great soundtracks and introducing these soundtracks to people who never would listen to them, such as myself, making us download them, making us enjoy it, making us never skip an intro, because he's just got this ability to not only build characters, but this ability to build soundtracks. I don't know. He's amazing. This whatever he goes through. I'm like, how could he make me like
Yes.
these tunes that I would never listen to? But I love it. So man.
He's an all-round creative, bro, and he loves to bring. He's like John Carpenter for me. John
Mm.
Carpenter is a writer, director, editor, musician, soundtrack guy. He does everything. So I feel like he's bringing that sort of craft back where he keeps everything in house, which is really nice.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. All right, cool. Let's quickly move on. This is a fun one, man. This is an awesome one because we love this dude. Jackie Chan is back for Armor of God 4.
Let's
So
go.
Action 11, Jackie Chan is returning to his iconic franchise for Armor of God Ultimatum, which is filming in Kazakhstan in partnership with Salam Entertainment. The project is reported to be a major international production, which films slated for 2026. And Kazakh director and a Kazakh, I think it's a Kazakh director and stunt coordinator Robert
Oh,
Kun confirmed to lead. So man, awesome. Because I didn't know there was a part three, but that movie he done the Zodiac something, Chinese Zodiac something, was actually part three
oh,
apparently. So
okay.
Armor of God 1 was amazing. We done a retro movie review. Part 2, Operation Condor, was absolutely amazing. I need to rewatch that. I'm looking forward to
That's
this,
right.
man. He's just such a legend. He's still doing it and bringing back such amazing classics is just the best, man. So looking forward to that one, man. Um, Moving on, Simpsons. A new Simpsons movie's coming out, man. So get ready, Springfield fans. I haven't seen Simpsons in ages. It was one of my favorites back in the days, and Homer was just a comedy legend, man, in my opinion. The beloved show of Simpsons is returning to the theaters with a brand new feature film. 20th Century Studios under Disney confirmed the sequel to the Simpsons movie will be released in July 23rd, 2027, exactly 2 decades after the original film. The teaser poster features Homer with his hand picking up a donut with a bunch of twos on it and whatnot, which is his iconic donut and sprinkle form. While the plot details are still under wraps, the whole Simpson family, Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, and Maggie are confirmed to be part of it. Listen, I don't watch Simpsons anymore, but I would watch this because I was a fan of Homer. He's one of the funniest dudes, man. In my childhood or secondary school days, I loved him, man. So I'm super looking forward to that. Me and Dwayne used to crack up so much of a Homer, and he's just basicness and just Homer being Homer, man. It's absolutely hilarious, man. So looking forward to that. All right, right, right. Quick. Because I know you gotta go, man. I gotta go. John Wick spin-offs, more John Wick spin-off. Let's make all the monies. A new John Wick spin-off film is being officially in the works, and it's described as a samurai western set within the John Wick universe. Written by Everett, the film aims to expand the world created by Chad Shadowski, and Keanu Reeves while exploring new stylist frontiers of assassinations and honor. Everett confirmed that the script is complete, though pilot and casting details remain under wraps. Fans can expect the same gritty and tone of rich mythology that made John Wick series. So listen, they're expanding the universe. I'm trying to think which character they is gonna show up because they have to have crossovers and all that sort of stuff. Otherwise, you can't
Yeah.
call it a John Wick spin-off. But they're gonna find ways to kind of continue with this franchise, I guess.
No, good on them, man. Good on them. I mean, interesting samurai, that sort of background to it, because we love that. But yeah, let's see how it is, man. As you said, make the monies, innit? Make the monies.
Make the monies. All right, cool. Another one they're making the monies off is Extraction. So there's an Extraction spin-off called Extraction Tiago. So a fresh chapter of the Extraction universe is in the works. Extraction Tiago is a Korean-led spin-off film, which spin-off
Okay.
film set within, but independent. It's set within, but independent of the original franchise. So I don't know how that's gonna work just because of what I said. Like, if you're gonna be a franchise, then I swear you should connect the characters. But anyway, it's got some legendary Korean actors. I am familiar with this one dude named Ma Dong Sok, who's like this hench boxer dude. I've seen him in so many things, but he's awesome. So he stars in it as the mercenary, and it suits him because he's pretty awesome. In a high stake rescue mission, just like the Extraction movie with Chris Hemsworth.
Yep.
Lee Jin-wook is
Which I'm
confirmed
watching
to
at the
also.
moment now.
Oh, it's a good movie, man. I really like
Yeah,
that, and
yeah.
he's awesome in it. And I'm looking forward to the part three that they're gonna do. Lee Jin-wook is another confirmed co-star reported. Again, he's from more famous in Korea and whatnot. And then Lisa of Blackpink. I believe Blackpink is a K-pop group or whatnot. She joins the cast,
Yep.
making a significant leap to acting. So
Okay.
looking forward to that one. Should be in the film is scheduled to be in production in 2025, wrap film in January 26. So I don't know, next year, some year, so sometime. So expand, growing that exception expect what the fuck's it called? Extraction franchise. All right,
No, that'd
lastly,
be good,
finish off
definitely.
with some gaming stuff and then let's finish up because you got to go. Two things on gaming. I just lost my news page because I pressed the wrong damn button, but two things on the gaming stuff. PlayStation 30th anniversary, and they have teamed up with Reebok. Um, so yeah, just so you know, they've teamed up with Reebok, man. Teamed up with Reebok 30th anniversary collection collaboration decades, 3 years of gaming of the 90s nostalgia. This regional exclusive drops plays tributes to both brand legends legacies, sorry, blending retro design with modern sneaker culture. To get ready to step into the history, the PlayStation Plus Reebok X Reebok Anniversary Collection is a must-have for collectors. I mean, you know those Reebok classics and the PlayStation classic grey color. They're just collaborating that sort of stuff. So pretty
Mm.
cool. PlayStation been out for ages. Talk about PlayStation. I got on Ghost of Yotai. I am addicted. The game is awesome. It does have this samurai western. This what we're just talking about sort of feel. I know there's a lot of talk about woke and all this stuff. I don't personally care, to be honest with you. The game's pretty awesome. I don't care if it's a
Mm.
female. Yes, it's not Jin Sakai. It's not the guy from the original one, even though he's mentioned in it. It's like 600 or 400 years later. It's a whole different story. And she's cool. She's badass. I mean, people are upset because the woman. People are upset because they wanted her to be fit. All this sort of stuff. I don't know. Listen, I'm playing the game. The gameplay is awesome. So far, the story is great. It's a simple revenge story, but this game really expands on. And Mount Yotai is apparently a real mountain of Japan, so it really expands on that Japanese story and the Japanese culture and the tradition of samurai and just an empire taking over and all that sort of stuff and Ronins, and you do all
Yeah.
these little stories and stuff. It's a really fun game. The gameplay is awesome. The sword play is absolutely awesome. I haven't got really far to get all the other weapons, but so far I'm really enjoying it. And I love the music. It's beautiful to look at the way they do this game, but the scenery, the sky, the stars, the flowers, the colors, the mountains. They really emphasize one part of this game, which is the beauty, the beauty of it. The
The
beauty.
beauty of it. Yeah.
You could just sit there and just watch her on a horse and play the guitar and thing and whatnot in the beautiful skies, and you're like, this is actually pretty cool. Not many games do that, of course, but not many games do it like this in regards to beautiful scenery.
Mm.
And when it comes to beautiful scenery and stuff like that, I swear Japan is just always on the list because it's just stunning in real life as well as in the game, man. So
No, of
one
course,
to
of
one
course,
to
of course.
play. Check out our gaming channel, guys. The footages are all up there. I'm streaming on the other one, Twitch, and then I download it to YouTube, so it's all there and whatnot. Fun game, really enjoyable, man. But look, on that note, let's end it there because you got to go. Cool, Gibbs, take us out. Final thoughts. Take us out.
Yeah, no, amazing, 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 amazing response, guys, recently. As always, we're growing, which I can't thank you guys enough. There is still 80% of you guys that are watching this, but never subscribe. Come on, hit that subscribe button, get notified when we have new videos out. We don't just do the podcast, we have geek out sessions, we have lights, camera, action where we speak to people in the industry when movies are coming out as well. We've got a recent interview with Achia, who did it with uh, Derek Scene France for director for Roofman. Please check that out, guys. That was a great interview, and it's a good movie. We haven't done a review on it yet. I know G-Man hasn't seen it. Until he's seen it, we will do a full breakdown. But my short reviews are out already for Roofman, which was a brilliant movie. But please do check it out. Follow us on our socials, X, Threads, Instagram, and TikTok. And make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel because you've got the community page there where we post everything with news. Check it out, guys. As always, massive, massive thank you. And we'll catch you guys up on the next episode.
All right, we out. Peace.
Peace.